Hey guys, we're back.
We're back.
It's been what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks again
Been a
since
minute.
it's been a minute.
Life's been happening.
Yeah. We just things happen. Sometimes you got to kind of pivot, whatever. So we're gonna get into today's episode. We got another "Am I the
The
asshole?"
asshole.
story for you guys to read, or for us to read. Make sure that you subscribe when you get a chance to. We are halfway to our goal of 100 subscribers. Once we hit 100, I will give away a free pair of Raycon headphones. So make sure that you hit that sub button and just support us. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, she's ready. Look at her. She's already she's got the phone ready.
I'm
All right,
ready.
go ahead.
All right. Am I the asshole for not having a cheat food day? I haven't had a cheat day since probably end of February where I just relax and don't care what I eat. So I told my girlfriend about a week ago that I was probably just going to pig out and relax on May 1st. So that's like 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I said, if you want to do anything, let me know. We decided on Wednesday that she would do a bunch of baking. That Thursday, she went to the store and got all the items that were needed. She's excited because she likes to bake and everything. I didn't tell her, but as the night got late and pigging out just didn't sound good to me, I thought I would sleep on it. When I woke up today, which would be the May 1st day, when I woke up today, I still feel like eating clean and having some form of physical activity. I tell her she seems to really be down about the situation, asked me if she just bought all of these groceries for nothing. I said, sorry, my mood just changed over the night. You can still make whatever you were going to do. I just won't have any. What was I supposed to do? Which is another way of saying, am I the asshole, I suppose. If I did a bunch of baking because you put it out there that you wanted to, that's a lot of effort. Not only the money spent, but the time spent at the grocery store and the mental labor of deciding what to make for you. And then on top of the slap of the face of you being like, nah, I don't want your cooking anymore or your baking anymore. I would just be like, are you kidding me?
I mean, yeah, that would suck. And because it's baked goods, I'm assuming that it could kind of be made later, right? I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah, you're right. They could be made later and frozen.
But that does suck to kind of look forward to spending time with someone and kind of treating them, and then they're like, never mind, I'm good.
Is it about maybe the promise taken back?
Yeah, and he really, like, if she made all that stuff for him, he wouldn't have to eat all of it. He could eat enough of it to be satisfied, and they could eat the rest later on. I think that probably would have been a better way to handle it rather than being like, nah, I don't want it at all, and then kind of her feelings are hurt at that point. So
Right. Well, Reddit said that he was the asshole.
why?
I'm getting to it. Alrighty. Someone said, you're the asshole. She was excited to be able to spoil you a bit. She made all the plans and even bought everything before you told her you changed her mind. That was just mean, and I'm giving you no excuse. And OP said, I thank her for that. I just don't want this to slow me down. One day won't, but after you do a cheat meal, you get complacent, and then that cheat becomes a cheat week.
I don't agree with that.
What do you think about cheat meals in general as a coach, from a coach's point of view?
Well, I used to do cheat meals when I was in my infant stage of being well, not even a trainer, just taking better care of myself.
Being a fitness
Yeah, being a fitness
person.
So I
Advocate.
use MyFitnessPal a lot to track when I started the portion of my weight loss journey. And did I have cheat meals? Did I consider them cheat meals, or I just kind of just went with the flow with? Because I started doing it when we were at the apartment. I started using MyFitnessPal when we were at, because that's when I started my weight loss journey, is when we were at the apartment. And then I know that we used to go, we went out a lot to like
Yeah.
to the Waterway
I
and
wouldn't
stuff.
say back then you were calling them cheat meals because we were still in our mid 20s and just casually going for
So I guess
whiskey and
maybe when I
burgers
did
on
become a
Tuesday.
trainer, I did kind of fall into that cheat meal, cheat day thing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you really rounded out over the years.
I was just trying to think. 'Cause I was like, did I do that when I first started with losing weight? And I was just trying to. I don't remember doing that. 'Cause
I remember a lot of chicken and rice.
Oh well, who doesn't like chicken and rice? And if you put Frank's Red Hot on it, I mean,
I mean, Now
Plus,
I
I'm
like
black.
it.
We season our chicken really, really good. So it's you can have the same meal and change up how you eat it.
Yeah, we were having just plain chicken and rice though. Not
But
to call him out, but
whatever.
and a vegetable,
Yeah, normally what peas,
something like
peas,
that.
green beans. So what are your thoughts on cheat meals and cheat days? As
Um,
as someone who is outside of
the fitness
the
realm.
fitness realm.
So I have a little bit of a psychology background, which I don't think a lot of people know about me. And when I say a little bit, I truly mean a little bit. Like I don't have a degree or anything in it, but I do have a little bit of background in it. And from the little that I've learned, I personally don't agree with cheat days or cheat meals. I think that they have a negative connotation to them. It teaches you that you can have this food sometimes, but not all the times, which is true. You can't just have cheeseburgers all the time. Like you can't make every meal a cheat meal. Like I get that,
Right.
but I think putting a negative connotation on any food is something that you should try to avoid. Yeah, I don't agree with them really.
What would you advise someone do who has that mindset, or maybe they think those things when it comes to their health journey? If they're trying to lose weight, or they're just trying to have better eating habits, what would you suggest that they do so they don't put a negative connotation behind enjoying themselves?
Honestly, it's probably right in line with I think the same advice that you would give where it's just practicing moderation. But what does moderation look like? So you should still have your carbs for your energy and your protein. You should have your healthy fats. You should have your fiber. But maybe you add something in that meal that also tastes really good to you that isn't, super calorie dense or isn't going to set you back because it's just a meal.
So I want to go back to the "Am I the asshole?" So he didn't want to eat the baked goods because he was afraid he was just going to go down the slippery
But
slope.
but he was sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but he was also already, in my opinion, going down the slippery slope of calling it a
Yeah,
cheat
cheat meal.
day. Why couldn't it just be, hey, girlfriend, I really like your cooking. I've been really at this for 2 months now. Could you make me some cookies? I'm going to portion them off and have a few cookies after dinner for a few nights, or hey, girlfriend, I would really like, doing this activity of baking together. I don't know if he likes that. Some couples don't like that. But if they did, perhaps we could give them like half of them to somebody in your office or gift them to an aunt or to a mom or to a father. There were different ways to handle this am I the asshole situation than just going from 0 to 100. Not only do I not want to do a cheat day now because I completely plan on pigging out, and you don't feel good after you pig out. I'm gonna have this cheat day, but I don't know. I just completely lost my train of thought.
No, you're good. So I was asking that because even though he wanted to have this cheat day, this cheat meal, whatever, a part of him wasn't confident in himself to be able to moderate, and he felt like he was going to, like I said, go down that slippery slope. So, do you think it's wrong of him to maybe he did want to do it in the moment? Well, he did want to do it in the moment, maybe to appease her as well too, and then
Do what? The cheat day?
the cheat day, yeah, and the baked goods and whatnot, and then maybe I guess the fear or the lack of confidence and being able to not even get back on track, but just keep it moving pretty much. Stopped him.
Every single podcast we do comes down to communication, right? And I think that in that situation, had he communicated to his girlfriend, hey, I'm not really feeling like pigging out anymore. And this is why I'm afraid that this one cheat meal or these cookies and baked goods that you're making are going to spiral me out of control. So perhaps together, since you live with me and you're like one of my closest influences, you could help me manage those feelings and make sure that I'm not binging into the week. I think because maybe she does work with other people or has friends or I think that there's something that could have been done in that situation where they could have worked together so that they could have enjoyed themselves for this at-home date night baking cheat day thing that they had planned, and then also not continue that into the week had he vocalized to her, this is a concern of mine. Maybe he has that all or nothing personality type and that's missing in this story.
Yeah. Do you think it would have made a difference because he didn't have that change until she had already bought the stuff. So do you think it would have really made a difference had he said something that night
You mean before she bought
before she
everything?
bought it. Or no, no, because
She bought everything and then he said something.
right. So, but you're saying he should have communicated to her that before she bought the stuff.
Either way, he could have communicated it when he was getting that feeling to creep in before she bought things,
Gotcha.
or he could have said something after she bought things.
Yeah.
But again, it's not from my perspective as the person that primarily does like the shopping for groceries in our house. You do too, but primarily I do it. And like just that waste of like mental energy and time would really upset me if you were like, "Hey Carrie, I'm really hungry for ribs and fixings and like the sides. Can you get me everything?" And I went out and got all the things and had to think about making sure that I have every ingredient that I need to make you happy because you asked me to do this for you. And then you were like, it's not even like, hey, I can't do this because I'm sick, or hey, I can't do this because I've got to go do this other non-negotiable thing. It was, I don't want to do this anymore. Sorry, deal with it.
This may be a little extreme, but to me, it's like I don't want to do this because I don't have a healthy relationship with food. At the end of the day, I feel like that's what it is.
That is a more blunt way to express how I feel about cheat meals and cheat days. And I also like, again, whenever we do this podcast, I think it's important. Like,
You know I'm blunt.
not. Yeah, you are blunt. I'm not a healthcare professional by any means, but just as a person that eats and has dealt with some EDs in the past and some other mental health issues, like, yeah, it's I personally just don't agree with the idea.
No,
of cheat
you
meals
know
or
what,
cheat
and
days.
I agree with you. There definitely is a negative connotation when it comes when you label food like that. There's a negative connotation to it. I think people just need to. I mean, it's always weird to me that people are not against, but I feel like a lot of people view like food planning their food out as weird. We plan out our trips. We plan out what we're going to do for the day. We plan out what we're going to do when we go from work or what we're going to do for our friends or anything like that. But when it comes to like planning what you're going to do with eating, it seems to be not a foreign thing. It's just not something that is, I guess, really thought of or really executed that much. And I think if people were able to
Like the planning process,
just
not
plan
just
it.
stopping
Yeah.
on the way or
Right,
grabbing
just
what you're
plan
hungry
it. Like,
for.
okay, well, like, just plan it out your day pretty much. We take the time to plan out the things that are a priority to us. And I felt like if we took the time to make health more of a priority and plan out, again, like our day, what we're going to eat and stuff like that, it'll make it easier for people to not have these thoughts of a cheat meal or a cheat day. For example, if I know that we're going down to Virginia soon, I know that we're going to be eating out, so I know in my head that when we do go out to eat, when we find a restaurant that we're going to go to, just to plan ahead, check out the menu and stuff like that, so that I'm not like considering myself cheating or anything like that. You know how I am. Like if I want a cookie, I'll have a cookie. But it's just planning it out, and I think once you get used to planning it out, it just kind of becomes second nature at that point. Because I kind of do it effortlessly at this point. I feel like.
Yeah. No, I agree with what you just said. I think that it comes down also to the connotation that words and phrases have.
Mm-hmm.
So a cheat day or a cheat meal is a negative way to say treating yourself, which
Yeah.
is a positive. And like they're the same thing.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not the theory of a cheat day. I mean, yeah, I guess I kind of do have a theory wrong. I can't even talk.
yeah.
I do have a problem with the theory of a cheat day, but I would be more agreeable to somebody saying I'm treating myself rather than I'm having a cheat day.
Or a cheat meal or a cheat whatever. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's totally the case. What would you do you recommend people get like a journal or something like that to kind of help with their food habits?
I mean, in general, I recommend that people journal. Journaling is like, when I was in therapy, it was the number one thing that my therapist was like, you have to do this. And it's so recommended across the board.
Mm-hmm.
It's recommended for those people that are waking up at 5 a.m. and, they want to be entrepreneurs or self-starters. It's recommended for people in therapy. It's recommended for people with issues with like food or alcohol or anything like that. Like I don't know.
I feel like there's something really powerful behind writing like writing down your feelings, writing down whatever it is, because it's right there, it's factual, you know, it's right in front of you. So
Well, we have that little box in our room that I write goals on. I started doing that right around the time that we got married. It was a gift that was given to me for our wedding by our maid of honor, Sarah, matron of honor, Sarah. But anyways, it's I mentioned this because almost all of the goals that were written down 5 years ago have come to fruition, or they're being worked through right now, and they will come to fruition. And I just agree with you. There's so much power in writing things down, saying that you're going to do something to other people,
yeah,
and writing things down
yeah.
for yourself.
Well, we talked about that before too when it comes to like goals, because I told you that was something that I wanted us to work on as well too, where you have a goal in mind that you want to achieve, and you talk to someone about it, and it releases these hormones
Yeah.
as though like you're actually working on the goal. So then you feel accomplished. You're like, oh yeah, I just talked about it. Now I can relax. And then you really don't do anything about it. So I think another reason to write stuff down is for that exact reason, so that, you know, you can still obviously talk to someone about it. I think you should talk to like-minded people about it. Just want to make that clear. Talk to like-minded people about your goals and your dreams. But yeah, I think writing it down is very beneficial. I saw you laughing when I said that. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Find your
No?
people.
Oh, okay.
All I'm going to say is find your people. It's been an interesting season of growth, and find your people.
Find your people.
Because they're out there. You just got to find them.
No, they really are. They really are. I guess this is not really off topic. But no, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit more. Like you said, find your people. Find your people. You know, if you have goals or dreams or anything that you want to pursue, and you share that with someone and they are not supporting you, no matter how unrealistic or realistic it may seem, it's your dream, it's something that you want to try to achieve. Just try to find people who are going to support you, no matter what it is.
Yep,
That's all
I
I
agree.
have to say.
I support you.
But no, it's just very important, I feel like, to make sure that you really have people in your circle, like in your inner circle, who are supporting you, that you can rely on, that's going to give you constructive feedback and all that jazz. So
Yep.
I just think it's important, especially when it comes to your health goals and, you know, just kind of changing your lifestyle. You want to be around people who are already doing the same thing or want to do the same thing, so you guys can support each other. You know, there's a lot of power in community. So
I think a great example for the everyday person, and for me and possibly you, is like when you cut back drinking.
oh
You know?
yeah.
Just surrounding yourself with the right people that want to support you, and that.
Yeah, support goes a long way. You know, I was talking to one of my clients, Nevin, this morning, and I was just telling him, I was like, it's weird, like this, like the last couple of months, like everyone in Discord, everyone in my group or whatever, they've just been winning. They've just been killing it. Like everyone seems to be doing like really, really good. So I told him it was like during the summertime, it was like seasons. Like I feel like when you start working on your health, you go on this journey, you're like a seedling, and then, you know, spring grows around and you start to grow a little bit. And then summer's here, you know, summer can be like hit or miss with the weather and whatnot. But then fall comes around and you get a chance to cool down a little bit, and then winter's here and you may struggle for a bit, you know. But on the other side of that is spring again, and you kind of come back up and do it all over again. And I kind of equate that to just life in general. You know, we're going to have our ups or downs. We're going to have times where, or periods in our lives where, you know, we're killing it. We're just straight killing it. Nothing's going wrong. You know, we're super, super happy. And then you have those moments, you know, we've dealt with it plenty of times where you feel like the world's crashing down on you. Yeah, you feel like the world's crashing down on you. And
Wait, hold on. It goes this way because it's down.
you feel like the world's crashing sideways on you. But nah, and it's tough. And, you know, persevering through that, you know, it's just, I feel like it's just part of the journey. So
Yeah.
yeah. But that's all we have today, guys. Do you have anything else you want to interject or anything like that before we close off and let these people go?
Stop calling them cheat days.
Yes.
Enjoy your treats.
Yeah, don't...
Reframe your thinking.
Yeah, reframe thinking. They're not cheat days. They're not cheat meals. It's just food. It's part of your diet. and that's
And
it.
and it is important to learn balance. It's important
Yeah.
to learn
Oh yeah.
what fiber does, why you need protein, why your body needs carbohydrates, why you need healthy fats.
Yeah, we're
We're
not.
not saying eat whatever you want because cheat days are crap. That's not the message here. Because I definitely think if somebody heard what we're saying and they were like for cheat days, that it would be very easy to
Manipulate.
manipulate what we're trying to say into us being like just eat McDonald's whenever you want, because that's not it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there has to be some sort of healthy line between eating whatever you want and restricting yourself to the point
You
that
ain't
you're
gonna ever
only
be
allowed to
happy
have
if
things
you.
that you want.
Yeah, you're never gonna be happy if you restrict yourself to the point where you're not eating the foods that you love to eat. No matter what it is, it does not matter. If it brings you happiness and joy, and you can find a way to moderate it, that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I agree with you. All right, guys, we're gonna head off. I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's holiday season, it's spooky season, so be safe out there. Make sure Michael Myers doesn't get you. And yeah, with that being said, we'll catch you on the next one. With that, man, with that being said, let's
Let's
mostly.
Mosley.